on me, this that new Chanel. This that splash, this that drill. Yeah, yeah, champion, huh? Yeah, we here.
Just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland.
The enthusiasm for football here on the East Coast always in the air. These folks are ready as their guys get set to match up with their opponents. Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, Week 1. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23.
Fuck, I knew it. Move! I can't move. No! He killed me. Oh my God, are you serious? Right. Oh shit.
7-yard line.
space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 5 at the 32-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
First down, Hurts. There's Jalen Reagor, his first NFL catch. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
First down, Eagles.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately,
the play call
cut the play call out of that run.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Now this time he'll look to throw. But he's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Sanders. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Carry for Sanders. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards the pickup, first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On second down, it's Gibson. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
On first down, Gibson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw with Carr. That'll be caught at Steven Sims. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. And he finds McLaurin. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. They give him a gain of 38.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively. And then they got hit with that big play.
They'll run on first down. It's Gibson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
At the 25-yard line.
Carr going to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that one. He read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4th.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Hopkins' kick is good. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 15.
Wow, he can aim that bitch? That's crazy, dude.
From the gun, he'll
That's
set up
crazy.
to throw.
You know it's
Pressure, and
crazy.
he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Chase Young in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. Able to pick up a healthy chunk of yards, 7-yard gain, but a tough 3rd and 9 upcoming.
3rd down.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. you got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he...
So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he'll find Hall. Finding room to the 20. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
No.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
2nd down and goal. Carr steps around. He can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. This started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll run, it's Sanders. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
What? I ain't been on this board since the last time.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
He's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll run with Sanders. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 16 yards, a first down.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes,
that
we'll
bitch
again down to
curves?
visit with Jonathan
Yeah,
Coachman
that's
in Orlando.
crazy.
Back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Sanders. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
On 2nd down now, it's Sanders. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
A 24-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going
Let's
out.
go.
What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards.
I got 2 purples. 2 purples. Oh, fuck.
Now Carr. Short throw to the tight end Thomas.
That's a cold shit, bro. That's a cold shit.
Almost to the 25.
Yeah,
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Right.
Could we get a touchdown to this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. And that one will fall in.
We on legendary around here, man.
Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
His throw incomplete. Thomas the intended target, but now it'll be third down. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
On third down,
dude, I got 2 purple.
And down inside the 15 he goes. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Into the red zone, it's Carr. You'll find Gibson here complete. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. They give him the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. Operating from the gun, Carr. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Jeremy Sprinkle in the final seconds of the first half. And Washington going to add on to their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point good by Hopkins, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Was that in
that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. It's Gibson. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Bruh, nigga, that shit. We was just talking about, man, that shit crazy.
From the 31, Carr got his man complete over the middle. That's Hall. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering and it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves. Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
That goes to the picture thing. I put it probably in the box.
And that is intercepted on the
Yeah, he had that game, man. He fluffed it away, bro. Just throwing dumb. He nigga threw it in a triple coverage. I'm like, nigga, what are you doing? He did lose the turnover battle though. Them fumbles that he didn't pick up. I mean, I give him a little something. Like the league could have been a little bit better for him, but I mean, the game shaped out how it shaped out.
7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 23-yard line.
Memphis tripping.
It might have loaded now, but it was just lower.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job.
Well, man, for y'all niggas just not picking that shit up, but I feel sorry for y'all, bro.
12 yards.
I'm telling you, bro, because I'm telling you, bro, this game is different, bro.
Burt sets up to throw it. Left side here to Sanders. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
Along with you because
Shano got it working.
Now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made.
That's what they said. It's gonna be 2 different games, bro.
From being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Oh, shit.
A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. A quick throw into the hands of Rager. And he's going to be taken down right at the line.
Oh, no, it's different than a motherfucker. Nah, it's bad, nigga. I play it, bro, but I'm still just like, nigga, this shit here. It's just some shit in this game, bro. I'm just like, nigga, you can't get where you need to get to, bro. They took the stop and go away. Like, you can't stop your feet and go nowhere else, though. Like,
the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling lead to no yards gained.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Twins. And for the moment, this will be a 1st down.
I've seen 89 speed linebackers keep up with 95 speed, 95 overall receivers on an outside post, bro.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities.
Right.
Always making sure no one's holding.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
They just barely be there. And they give them the animation.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
Yeah.
Montez Sweat drops it.
Yeah, sometimes you can't tell if a nigga open or not, bro.
Here's Calvin Johnston now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7.
Oh,
man. Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
Nigga. Oh yeah, you need a good ass corner or you need some really fast niggas.
We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out
But the good corners play good, but the good corners play good as fuck, bro. That's why I was saying, y'all niggas talking all that shit. Okay, wait till season 3 when niggas got 99-man coverage corners, dog, with 95 speed. Y'all niggas gonna be whining in. Okay, y'all gonna be one emotional motherfucker in, boy.
Throwing on second down. Carr. And he'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete. And I think
tight ends get glitchy too. I ain't put that in my game.
To the 32-yard line. But he has been a workhorse for them in this
The
game.
size actually means something, bro.
Until that.
Where are the ushers to the bags at, dear? Are we out? The vacuum bag.
That many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy.
One of them cases got all them clothes in there.
The drive will start with an option going left.
One of the got like clothes in there.
No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options.
Shado said, what happened? Oh, boy, Lord have mercy. That fool said, hi.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready.
That shit was funny, dog.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself.
Bruh, I can't run the ball for shit. Granted, because I play out of shotgun 99.9% of the time, but I can't run the ball to save my life, man. I don't be on the turbo. I know about the turbo, but who you talking to?
From the gun, it's Hurts. Strong coverage by Washington, and now 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent.
Wait, man, y'all streaming? Wait a minute.
They had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they will cut the lead back down to a
What'd he say? What did he say?
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely
a
lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Right.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Last time they talked it led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal.
He cussed you out like that?
Could you sense the relief, though?
He cussed you out like that, dude? Man, baby boy out there, like Shane, you ain't Shane no more. Which one of y'all streaming?
Cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone.
Bruh, it says last online 2 months ago. I'm gonna send y'all a motherfucker. I'm gonna send a screenshot.
16 yards, a first down.
Say no, you on Twitch?
Receivers alive in a play. Never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes
Say no, you on Twitch?
the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from the 39 down, they come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. It's a gain of 3 on what will be the final play
I'm cool with that.
of this 3rd quarter. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Bro, that game plays the same.
Keep it on the ground. Gibson,
God bless you, man.
not able to break away this time.
That's all it is, CP. That's all it is, bro. I'm telling you, if it wasn't for franchise leagues, bro, I'll probably still buy this shit, but just, nigga, I don't even know, bro. I'd be mad every time I put it bitch up.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Washington on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Carr. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him.
Bro, I just like build. I want to build my team, bro.
Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener, and it's a first down.
Right.
From the shotgun,
Right, hell yeah.
Inside give. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Right, that's why I still do it offline, bro.
Here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of
Especially when you don't know what's gonna happen with 30. I mean, like playing in a little random ass league, it just kind of was just like, nigga, this shit here is dope. And just knowing that I can, cause playing with y'all for so long, it was like, you know, I felt like that nigga was just stuck, like, bam. But then like going and playing some other shit and just realizing like I can build a team playing with a bunch of random ass niggas too. Oh, I'm alright.
Exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Yeah.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, that's what you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes.
No, he ain't talking to Tracy like that.
Second and 9, Carr, and he'll complete this to Gibson. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 12-yard line. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Gibson, and a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Fletcher Cox able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A 21-yard attempt.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And that one makes this a 10-point game at 16-6. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
At their
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. And the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Wentz, and incomplete on the deep ball. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time, and it's 3rd down.
What we've seen so far in this game, they're not going to allow a big
there's a couple celebrities that I would go straight fanboy Michael Jackson cry over, like 2 to 3. Bro, I used to think that shit was fucking terrible. I'm like, who the fuck cried? But then I'm like, nigga, actually, I realized that I was one of them niggas the first time I went to watch the Cowboys play. And I saw Troy Aikman at the 50-yard line. I had just got to my seats, and I almost started crying. I was like, Troy! I was like, I'm one of them niggas. I'm one of them niggas right there. Oh, there it is, right there.
It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Right.
Down at about the 25 after
my boy Torrey met Playmaker in Hawaii this past little weekend before he went on First Take, and he was like, nigga, I lost it. Playmaker.
Here's 2nd and 6. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Ray Lewis is one of those too, nigga. All he got to do is just say something regular, nigga, and I'll just cry. Yeah, please say something regular and inspirational. Yes, Jesus. Ah, man, what? I'm ready to go to war, nigga. Let Ray speak before I do anything. Yep, come on with it. I'm a different nigga at that point. Oh, I gotta keep these shorts. Oh,
no, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson, and he takes it in. Touchdown.
Of all time, bro.
Antonio Gibson with his first.
He's the reason, like, my AFC team is the Ravens, bro. Like, that's it. I can't pick another NFC team. I can't do it.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as a lead.
And it's because of Ray Lewis, bro. Right.
Right. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Right.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense
Wattz said he got swept up in it.
And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
That's great.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. A throw over the middle, taken in. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Working from the gun, Wentz. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another first down. Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Throwing is Wentz. Looking for the end zone. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
Nah, my face gonna be turned up at that nigga.
And that's gonna be
until he start talking, and then I can determine what wavelength he on at that time, and then I might become a fan. You know what I mean? But I'm just like, nigga, you gotta prove to me that you cool today.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. So it's Washington.
Bruh, I truly be thinking he be like 2 or 3 different people, dog. Like, cause you can't go on stage and screaming all that crazy shit about abortion, bruh, and then you sit down with Nick Cannon, he sound like a fucking genius level human being, bruh. Like, what? I don't like. Wait a minute, dog.
We shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play.
It's inconsistent. You can't go up in the motherfucking the White House, nigga, and do that shit that he did, bruh. He is permanently stained in my memory for that shit right there, nigga.
That'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll hit the road next week.
Talking about this guy's my dad. He's like my dad. What the fuck you talking about, nigga? What? What?
0-1 with the defeat. And they'll have a chance at redemption.
Right. Oh, boy. I was like, nah, Kanye. Nah, dog. I don't give a damn if you were chemically imbalanced or not, my guy. You have permanently lost me from that moment. I don't care, bro. I'm telling you. I fucks with Ty Dolla $ign. He got like 2 or 3 songs on there with Kanye. Automatic skip, nigga. I don't even give them hoes a chance, bro. I'm telling you, bro. That shit what he did in the White House ruined him for me, bro. You can't unsee that. Exactly, dog. I'm trying to give him the benefit of the doubt, that genius shit, bro. He sees some shit that we don't see, but nah, bro. You acted like that, pass, my nigga. Everything else, I'll give you a half of a listen, but not with the music, my guy. Ooh. Right. Yeah. You can't, yeah, no, I'll give you that. I'll give you that. I'll give you that. Cause I mean, them 3, everybody can name them 3 right there. That 808s and Heartbreaks was just nuts to me. That was a whole new shit. I know, but I'm just, like you said, the top 3. Uh, 808s and Heartbreaks, I think. Yeah. Oh, I can get these hoes away too. Yeah. That's a fact. Yeah, I don't think you can get away from that. If you do, you just hating at that point. Yeah. Yeah. Right. Right. Yeah, I agree with that. This nigga cheating.